What's going on, everybody out there? This is Tariq. Just want to talk to you guys. Just want to share something with you regarding the race that we just had today. It's something that I just feel moved to share. I feel and hope that it will inspire someone else, just as I'm still inspired, by what happened. First of all, I want you all to understand and know why I go by the name Fearless. Being fearless does not necessarily mean that you are a person without fear. It means that you're able to recognize the fear and you humble yourself and submit unto God to allow Him to strengthen you, to show you the way that you may overcome the fear, therefore becoming fearless. In other words, you activate faith and you move off of faith, because basically faith being the substance of things hoped for, but the things that are not seen. Sometimes in life we don't see things in a material way, but you just have to get to a place where you know. So to say that, with that being said, I want to share that in this situation for me personally, I had a place where my fear was, or should I say, by fear being in the natural part, my fear was the natural part of me mentally thinking. The fear part was that you may not be physically conditioned and trained well enough to compete against, with the guys in this race. From me being in and out from injury, trying to, get in shape, the best way I can. I go hard. I go this week. I got to sit out again because the foot feeling a certain way. Other people saying you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't do that, whatever. That was the natural part of me, which would create a certain fear that maybe you should sit this out. In other words, like when Jesus prayed unto the Father and he said, if it's thy will, if you would take this cup from me. But then he switched back and said, in other words, nevertheless, let thy will be done. That was the fearless part that kicked in. Now, for me, last night, I shared with one of my teammates, Steph. I said, bro, me and you are probably considered the slowest mongooses on the team. I told him because me coming back from injury, trying to do this race. So with that being said, I'm probably, being looked at that way. And I said you because don't too many people really know you like that, outside of me. So it's like, it ain't too many hopes. I said, but we have a chance to make history, bro. We have a chance to really do something. And it reminds me of the story of David, when his brothers was put before him, but the man of God, God chose this man. He went past these guys and went and selected the one that everyone else looked over. So when I spoke unto God last night, I told him to let me be a testimony for him today, because I was in a place that Tariq's physical ability couldn't take him past. Because I just felt I wasn't conditioned for it. You see what I'm saying? So I recognized the fear part. But when I spoke to him to believe that he would step in, that's when the fearless part kicked in. So during this race, as we was pacing, and I noticed as he was going through mile 4, 5, 6, I was really amazed the guys I was pacing with. So I was saying in my mind, like, I really feel that this is you carrying me. As I was talking to God, I feel that this is you carrying me. And we're just going from mile to mile to mile. And when I came across Brother GK, me and him had a pretty deep conversation while we was walking. And I really appreciate him sharing his story with me. It inspired me. And as I told him that, brother, we finished this race, man. It's a sign, brother, that you should even get through your situation. And when we was going, I just kept saying it in my mind, Like, Lord, strengthen me, help me. And next thing you know, we was at mile 11. And when mile 12 came, as I was starting to die out, and I saw a hill. Now, mind you, the reason why I share in some of my videos to my crew is that, in other words, that if you overtake this hill, you conquer it, nothing shall stop you. It doesn't necessarily mean an actual hill, but it means the obstacle that's been placed before you, the challenge. Meaning that when you accept the realization of it and become fearless and trust God to push you through it, there is nothing that can stop you. You would superly exceed your own expectations. And when I was about to give out, another BMR brother came next to me and said, brother, let's bring this thing home. I felt so rejuvenated. All of a sudden, this burst of energy just came out of me. But a long story short, the time I finished my time on the 140, my out was 135-ish, I believe. I believe they might have clocked me at 137, 138. But I have never ran that far, that hard a day in my life. And to just think that happened with me back and forth, trying to get right, coming back from injury, there was nobody but God. It was nobody but God. And I tell you, man, I was not the last mongoose. Steph was not the last mongoose. Actually, he was one of the fastest. You know, and I'm sharing this to hopefully and to uplift someone to never look below yourself. Don't look down on yourself. I don't care what the situation is. If God strengthens you and empowers you to do it, man, you got this in the bag. I mean, just thinking how far I come, you know, due to the circumstances. Never limit God. Believe in yourself. You're more far capable of what you think you can do. I mean, and this was just a marvelous weekend. To all my BMR brothers, man, everyone just done such a great job. The motivation, the encouragement, just to be a part of such a group is truly an honor, man. And I just want to share with everybody, man, live fearless. Just live fearless. And that just pretty much means, man, just walk by faith and not by sight. Just because you don't see it right there, just because others even don't see it and doubt, nah, man, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You push. Others don't always supposed to see it because the vision and dream wasn't given to them. It was given to you. You have to know you have it. You have to know that it can become a reality and that it shall become a reality. So I just want to share that testimony with you guys, man. I'm just overwhelmed right now, you know, and to God be the glory, man. And God bless all my BMR brothers, man. Thank you guys for pushing me, man, encouraging me, man. This has been an awesome weekend, man. God bless. Be encouraged.